Saitama's workout from One Punch Man. Is it really that effective? The answer might actually surprise you. You might be asking yourself, what gives me the qualifications to teach you about lifting? I'm a power lifter. I have a 910 total at a 135 to 145 weight class. I have a 1.5x bench press. I have a 2.26 multiplier for squat, and I have a 2.6 something for deadlift. So 405 deadlift, 225 bench press, and 315 squat in competition. Well, 215 bench press in competition. Anyways, I wanted to tell you about the workout I actually started lifting at. I gained inspiration not from One Punch Man, but from Solo Leveling of all things. Even though I watched One Punch Man before Solo Leveling, I thought it was cool to train in strength training, and I wanted to become stronger because I thought I was rotting away playing video games. So that's what I did. So let's talk about the reps. So turns out 3 to 30 reps are great for strength and hypertrophy. I mean, the lower rep range and higher weight is better for strength. However, it will build strength. So if you just do sets of, let's say, 5 to 10 and then get to 100, that's a great workout. It can be too much to do it every day. You should not work out every day. It is kind of ridiculous. However, if you take 1 rest day, 2 rest days, you could do this the entire week. The 10-kilometer run, you should walk it. You are going to exhaust yourself beyond compare. Maybe you can work up to running a 10K, but that's super endurance level stuff. Now, let's say everything is easy. Well, there are some ways to make it harder and progressively overload, which is the process of becoming stronger. You need to make the workout harder in order to get strength and hypertrophy gains. That's absolutely necessary. Starting out with push-ups, there are multiple ways to increase hypertrophy on push-ups, including slowing the rep down on the eccentric, which is the downward stage of the rep. You can also use something like a backpack. Just place stuff in it, put it on, and then do the rep. There are specific weight vests for doing it. I like using a backpack more because you're able to get more of a stretch during a backpack, because let's say I'm using something like this. There is like a thick pad that's hitting the ground before I am. So that could actually decrease hypertrophy in a sense. The final way to increase push-up hypertrophy is, give me a second to set this up for you guys. Get 2 plates, and you put your hands on both, and then you get a really deep stretch in there, and then you come right back up. Now, of course, there's a lot of minutiae to push-ups. Like, you got diamond push-ups, you got archer push-ups. You can look up a video on calisthenics stuff any day of the week and find some crazy workouts. Squats essentially work the exact same way. You can increase the eccentric movement of the descent. You can stick here, go to the bottom to eliminate momentum, and then go to the top. You can try out, well, this is more just lifting advice for squats, but you can try a wider stance, a narrower stance. I usually like it just outside of my my hips, and then to face my toes at a 45-degree angle and then go down. I find that that gives me the most power, but you can experiment. Everybody's different, and there is no completely correct way to place your feet or legs. It's all up to personal preference, really. Sit-ups. You might be wondering, how the hell do I increase hypertrophy from sit-ups? I mean, it's literally just this, and you go back up. I mean, like I said before, you can increase the eccentric. Grab your backpack. Now, you're not going to want to place it directly here and just do sit-ups. You're going to want to strap it to you and then pick it up slightly. You don't want any of the force going to your hips. Otherwise, it's not going to have the effect on your core that it's going to have otherwise. The walk. If you don't have a treadmill at home, of course, you can just go outside and actually walk. I highly recommend that you don't do a 10K on your first time. It's not going to be fun, and you're probably going to gas yourself out. I would stick to doing maybe 1 kilometer, maybe 2, and you increase the distance over time. I would actually more recommend maybe 3 to 4 kilometers instead of 10, because 10 is an insane distance for even long distance runners. Going with running. Running is not bad for your knees. Running can strengthen your knees if done correctly. If you do too much running, of course, you're going to destroy your knees. However, if you do it in a specific way, where you bring it over time, your knees are going to get stronger. Just like people talk about bent spine deadlifts, bent spine deadlifts can actually be productive towards you. But you have to do it at an extremely low weight and increase it over time. And your spinal erectors, or the muscles directly on your spine, are going to get stronger, much stronger. Meaning that the deadlift is actually going to be safer once you finish that. Thank you for watching my video. Hope that goes well. Hope I gave you some useful information. Thank you for watching.